Howdy folks, rock and rollin' Scott Bolan here with Total Life Warrior, and today I'm going to give you some master keys on persuasion and influence. And we're going to use the recent debate between Trump and Kamala as an example, so we can really learn some killer stuff here. So have a pen and paper ready to write this down. You're going to learn a lot, no matter who you were rooting for, or even if you're indifferent. This isn't about politics. It's about persuasion and influence. Now, personally, I was rooting for Mr. Trump. I love Mr. Trump. And if you were rooting for Kamala, I still love you. And I hope you love me too. How's that for tolerance and diversity? Now, here's the thing. Write this down. Communication is pay. Communication is pay. How you communicate will determine how you get paid, how you get what you want. And selling is a transference of feeling. Selling is a transference of feeling. So when you feel a certain way, that transfers to the other party. So, while I believe Trump was right on the facts, his salesmanship was way off. And Kamala's salesmanship, although I believe she was wrong on the facts, was a lot better, unfortunately. So, what can we learn from that? Well, for one thing, communication is pay and selling is a transference of feeling. Trump looked like he felt like an angry old white guy. He got upset. He took the bait. For one thing, during the whole time, he wasn't smiling. He looked like a grumpy old white guy. He wasn't looking at the camera much. He looked grumpy. He was like this. That's one problem. Problem number one right there. Another thing is he got pissed. He heard some things that weren't true and he went on the defensive. And so he was transferring that agitation. Remember this. Upset. When you get upset, you're being set up. So he shouldn't have got upset. In my course, Mental Warfare Secrets, one of my most famous quotes is, your emotional response transfers control to your attacker. Your emotional response transfers control to your attacker. So don't get upset and you won't be set up. Make sense? Absolutely. Now, here are two more sales and influence principles that he didn't apply that he should have. And I think I may have got these from Zig Ziglar. I mean, they're timeless sales 101. The first one is WIIFM. WIIFM. That means what's in it for me. And then the other is AAFTO. AAFTO, which is always ask for the order. So, during the debate, well, I believe he factually laid out what was wrong and he was railing about how bad the last 4 years is. What he didn't do is reach out and say, here's what I'm going to do for you. Right? Now, Kamala did that. She said, the value I bring. And she said things like that. In other words, she was answering the what's in it for me to the viewer. Trump didn't do that hardly at all. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because he really is going to do more, I believe, for the viewer. And the problem is Trump seemed to be speaking to us who are already voting for him. People who watch debates are often uninformed and they are undecided and they make their decision on the debate. So it's important to communicate well because communication is pay, and to smile and to transfer a feeling of hope and what we're going to do for you. What's in it for me? And then finally, AAFTO, always ask for the order. Trump had the last word in this debate, and he didn't ask for the order. I remember the first debate in 2020 between Trump and Biden, Biden actually did that correctly at the very end. He said, here's what I'm going to do. Here's why you should vote for me, and go to something.com. He gave a website where people could register to vote. So if Trump had, at the end, had said, I don't care if you're liberal or conservative, straight or gay, black and white, it doesn't matter. We're all Americans. And here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to fix our economy and strengthen it like never before. I'm going to lower housing and grocery prices, and I'm going to secure the border. I'm going to do that for all of us. So go to something.com and register and vote for me, and I promise you, I'll be the greatest president, or I'll be your president. Had he done that and asked for the order, that's important, to ask for the sale. Because when you use terms like Marxist and communist, that becomes rhetoric. A lot of people under the age of 50 don't even really know what that is. So when you use those terms, you're really just talking to the people who are already decided. you want to just get rid of those terms and reach out. The people who you're trying to sell to are the liberals. There's a lot of people who consider themselves liberal, but would vote for Trump. And maybe they consider themselves liberal because they're pro-abortion and pro-gay marriage. And if Trump had come out and said, and I'm not going to ban abortion and I'm not going to ban gay marriage, I care about all of you and your rights. And he said that at the end and appealed for the sale and asked for the sale. And I've seen him do it sometimes, but he didn't do it on this debate. So these are the important notes. Remember this. Communication is pay. Selling is a transference of feeling. When you get upset, you're being set up. And always remember to include WIIFM, what's in it for me, and AAFTO. Always ask for the order. All right, my friends, be sure and like and subscribe and follow the page. I'll see you on the next video.